morning, it's Longhaultanker, straight razor shaving with Longhaultanker. And today is Monday, the 27th of May, 2024 at approximately 0825 Central Time, United States, and I've got about 3 days worth of whiskers on my face, and we're going to do a straight razor shave. Let me scoot over here for a second. Yes, a straight razor shave, that nostalgic, that vintage, that wonderful, soothing exercise using antique and vintage and nostalgic equipment from bygone days. That sometimes it's modern production straight razors, but they are straight razors. They are the genuine article. And as evidence of that, we have just a wonderful looking Wade & Butcher. Let's see what this says. Post 1891, because it says Sheffield, England on it. And on the face of the blade, we got the celebrated medium size, and what does that say? A hollow ground razor. That's about a 6/8, and it's in excellent condition. And I believe this is hung up on a Belgian caudicle. And we will find out as we move along. Our soap this morning, and what could go better with an English razor than Baker Street from Sterling Soap Company. Has a nice mint. It's not quite what you would think of when you think of Baker Street, 221 B Baker Street, Sherlock Holmes, but it's okay. It's a good set. The shower was nice and hot, and as usual, their sink water here is very tepid, even coolish, and I don't like it. Oh, and my brush this morning is a 30 millimeter premium silver tip badger. The knot is from the golden nib, and the handle is a VP Leon Hardy that had to be replaced. And I've said that story many times. But in case you haven't heard it, I bought a 30 millimeter VP Leon Hardy brush from Jared, the Superior Shave. After about 2 to 3 months, the bristles were just falling out right and left, 30, 40, 50 at a time, every shave. It would have been naked before long. And so Jared said he would replace it. Okay, this is what I'm going to go with to start with. And he replaced it, and again, after about 2-3 months, it was shedding like crazy. And Jared said I'd have to go to the manufacturer in Germany to get it replaced that time, and I said, okay. And although it took a while, I will say that VP Leon Hardy in Germany replaced the brush, and it's been working fine ever since. It's kind of floppy, it's big, the knot size on it is just a little set, just a little differently than the original, as I recall, and certainly not as low as my golden nib replacement that I put in. But that was an interesting exercise for me, not ever having done anything like that before. Give a nice little pre-shave scrub here. Get all the hydration and the oils and the soap and the different ingredients. Well scrubbed in.
Customer 7, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower 6.
So I'm headed back up to Portage, Wisconsin. Again, I think this is my 4th trip in a row. And I've really enjoyed these because of the cycle on them. They load on Friday, deliver on Monday, usually, if there's not a holiday involved. I get back to the yard on Wednesday and home on Wednesday and take a break and out again on Friday. And I really enjoy that cycle now. But we have a problem. Today's Monday. I should be delivering in Portage, Wisconsin now. In fact, by this hour, I would have been long released and on my way home. But because of the Memorial Day weekend, and by the way, happy Memorial Day. We honor our fallen dead who have died to protect protect and preserve our freedom and the Constitution in this country. But because of the holiday, they didn't load this load until Saturday, delivers on Tuesday, and I'm back on Thursday. Well, the holiday will be over, and they will likely return to their normal schedule of loading on Friday, delivering on Monday, and I'll be out of luck. And I'll either have to wait a whole week to get around to the next Friday, or I have a plan. I have a plan. And I'll share that plan with you. So typically, a round trip from Houston, make delivery back to Houston, takes approximately 22 clock hours off my DOT drive clock and my hours of service. Regulation clock that I got to pay attention to. And of course, you may or may not know that truckers are regulated, interstate truckers are regulated to 70 hours in 8 days. I left on Friday. Day number 8 would be Saturday next week. And there are things that happen then, and I'll share with you in just a minute. So, what I want to do when I get back to the yard on Thursday morning, in the meantime, I'm going to be calling and getting them to, first of all, to see if there is a Friday load for Portage, load time, with a Monday delivery, and start twisting arms to get that load assigned to me. Because typically when I return to the yard, I still have 25 hours drive time left on my DOT clock. Typically takes me 22 hours round trip. Well, just on the face of it, I can make it, assuming nothing goes wrong. Now, I made mention of the 70 hours in 8 days, and the 8th day for me would be a Saturday. At the end of the 8th day, you start picking up hours. Whatever hours you used 8 days prior, roll forward to that 8th, after midnight on that 8th day, so which would be Sunday. So even before I get there to make the delivery on the load, next Saturday and Sunday, I left the yard with 25 hours, let's say. And so before I ever get to Portage, Wisconsin on the presumed second load, I'm already picking up hours. That first day out of Houston is Houston to Shreveport, that's 5 hours. So, out of 25, I've got 20 left at the end of the first day, and that would be the Friday. End of the second day from Shreveport to Herculaneum is about 9.5 hours, but I still had 20 hours on the clock. And so we got no problem there. And the next morning, which would be the Sunday morning, I ended the day with approximately 10 hours on my clock. On Sunday night, and of course I'm in position now to make delivery in Portage, I'm going to have, when I wake up Monday morning, I'm going to have 15 hours on my clock. And of course, that's a long day from Herculaneum to Steele, Missouri. That's about 10 hours, it's 605 miles. And so with 15 hours on the clock, I burned 10, that leaves 5, and I'm going to pick up 9.5 to 10 hours from 8 days ago. So I got plenty of time. I have got plenty of time. and we'll be getting plenty of time to do a quick turnaround when I get in on Thursday to take the Friday load. I can say pretty confidently that this is in fact a conical edge. It feels smooth. The thing about a conical edge that everybody is chasing after, seeking after, is that to be sharp and to cut crisply, but not to feel crisp, not to feel hyper crisp like a 30,000 Shopton glass stone would be. Well, that feels just fine. And will feel better when I get done with it. So that's my plan. That's my big stratagem for this trip and the next trip. And then when I get home on the following Wednesday, I'll take my usual 2 days off and be out again on Friday, and we'll be back on a regular schedule till the next holiday. But now I've got a strategy on how to deal with it. Now, the next trick is to see if there's a load scheduled for next Friday and to get dispatch to go along with the strategy. And there's no reason they shouldn't.
Bob's Travel Stops and Country Stores is now hiring talented and motivated people to join our team. If you're a people person with a passion for providing exceptional customer service, we have a place for you. We have part-time and full-time opportunities in our restaurant, retail, and truck care departments. Did you know we offer competitive wages, flexible scheduling, and comprehensive benefits for both full-time and part-time team members? If you're looking for your next opportunity to be a difference maker, please visit jobs.loves.com or speak with the manager on duty.
So the drive up from Houston to here over the last couple of days has been reasonably uneventful. Had a lot of rain. I heard from my daughter last night that there was a large tornado that touched down north of Dallas, and one of the hardest hit areas was a truck stop. There was like 80 to 90 people injured, 6 people killed. And knowing that area fairly well myself, there's not a lot of truck stops on the north side of Dallas until you get to the Denton area, which is not that much further north, but it is, when people talk about North Texas, that's kind of what they're talking about. It's Denton and up that way, I-35 north. And there's a big TA truck stop and a Love's truck stop in Denton. And if you know I-35 at the exit 471, I've stayed in both of those truck stops myself many a time. Well, I'll say good morning and a little shout out to my regulars that I like to watch, and that's Bill M and Lukey 3262 and Martin Shave Test and Dapper Shaves, Jock in South Africa, and Sean Staplefield, and Eric. He's got a new shaving at the Cajun Blade. He's got a new shaving video. He does a lot of honing, but here lately he's been once a week or so doing a shaving video. Very good. Good to see all you guys. Well, that's as smooth as can be. So the soap smells like it's got, I said mint earlier, it's more like spearmint. And there's some other things in there too, but it smells minty-like. I really don't like tepid water. Maybe I should bring a water heater, a coffee pot or something in with me and oh, I'm kidding. I'm sure somebody would throw a fit over that. Fingers are a little slick. Eric said something funny to me the other day in my last video, how quiet I was. He said, you're better when you're riled up. Well, he said the election's coming up. I'm sure you'll find something to be riled up about. And he's right about that. But I can be riled up sooner and before the election, because you'll never guess what next month is, the month of June. Anti-life day. Anti-life pro-mutilation month. You know, and I really got to hand it to RuPaul for making things so disgusting that the American people are going to be easily turned off by the pro-mutilation crowd. In his most recent show, I saw the headline last night about amputated breasts. Yeah, that's it. That's just going to really win people over in the American public. That's my outrage of the day. And we're going to have a whole lot more of them coming up in June because of what June is, or what some purport June to be. Which, you know.
ready. Please proceed to shower 3.
So my goal today is to leave here get rolling by 11 o'clock. And if I stay on schedule, that will put me into Portage, Wisconsin, curbside parking, right outside their gate, which is a nice place to be the night before delivery. And I carry all my own food and water and drink and make sure I've taken care of everything I need to take care of before I get there.
Customer 8, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower 3.
Okay, well, let that go at that.
Customer done. Your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower one.
Well, I think that's about it for the face shave. Right at 1 hour, but we're going to do a head shave. So I can rub my face and my head all the way while I'm driving up to Portage this afternoon. We're going to use the no-name Sheffield for the head shave. Oh, for security, I have my floor door lock under the door that I recently got, and I've been using it. I don't expect too much trouble out of here because they have the occupied vacant bolt lock. For breakfast this morning, I'm going to have a homemade breakfast burrito with sausage and chorizo and egg and cheese and maybe a little bacon thrown in. I don't know about that. My wife makes up a big batch of these, 24, 25 at a time. Puts them in the freezer, gives me a bag of 5 or 6. For each trip. And every few weeks, or I should say, about once a month, she'll make up a fresh batch and have them. My wife makes all my food homemade. This week it's homemade chili with chopped sirloin. I say chop into little cubes. And it's delicious. And they're put up into little Rubbermaid containers about 2.5 by 2.5 by 2.5 inches. And that each one is usually sufficient for a single meal. Sometimes I'm a little hungrier than that at night, depending upon, and so for a typical 5-day trip like this, she'll give me 6 or 8. And sometimes I go home with extra, leftover. Sometimes not. So I'll go back to the truck, do my post-shave cleanup, get everything stowed away, pull around to the fuel pumps, diesel and def. And then I'll come into the store and get my refills of ice. I got 3 big cups that I fill up. And a cup of coffee to go with my breakfast burrito. Now, when my hair on my head gets 4 or 5 days worth of growth like it has right now, I can see my lines pretty good. I'm gonna go easy over that little nick spot there. Hopefully I don't reopen it. Oh yeah, that feels very nice. I think I'll use a little lather back there on the back of my neck. I got 3 days worth of growth back there too.
Customer 10, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower 5. Customer 10, your shower is ready. Please proceed to shower 5. Attention, Lowe's team members. It is now time for a courtesy check.
I thought I'd turn around and let you get a little glimpse of what goes on back there. Yep. Well, I think that about does it. We'll put on some Allen block here, Ozma, Allen block. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. No sting. Yeah, that was a conical. Only a conical can deliver. Well, that's not true. As smooth and clean a shave as that. That was just absolutely beautiful. Yeah, that was wonderful. Look at that. Look at that. Pink and shiny, as my friend Vincent used to say. Are you pink and shiny? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna let that. There's a little something there, but by the time my face dries up, that'll be gone. Oh yeah, it's just as smooth as can be. Well, that's it. Thank you, and I'll try and post this up. You know what the signal's like in Portage, and how the last time was an anomaly, but we'll hope we can get it up tonight, tomorrow. My next show will likely be Thursday morning from home. I'm going to have 2 hard 10-hour days tomorrow and Tuesday, Wednesday, and then they'll leave me about an hour and 20 minutes from the north side of Houston. I'll be in Shepherd, Texas, Wednesday night, and that gives me an hour and 20 minutes to get to the yard and get that other Portage load for Friday and do a quick turnaround on it and see if I can sell them on it. All right, I'll see you down the road.